Okay guys, I just realized that the video I put on yesterday where I talked about the duck that came to visit, I didn't even show you the duck, and I'd have some footage of that, so I'll do that in somewhere now, or I'll just try to cut up the video, who knows. So how are you all doing this morning? For me, it's a pretty beautiful day. The sun is shining and it's starting to get warm outside. So let's get on with this so I can do some other things today. First off, I had a little mix-up in my sponsor list. As you can see, there are a lot more on there. I'm so glad someone really took the time to email me and say, I don't see my name on there, so I could fix it. And this is the updated sponsor list as of this morning. So I'd like to thank everyone for sponsoring my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Yes. Now, what I have planned for now is, this is a kind of a big canvas. It's 50 centimeters. So that'll be something like, I don't know, I think 18 inches. And this is 20, so that'll be something like, not 12, I think 10 inches, something like that. No, 9 inches, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour, and I'm not going to be using any silicone. I sort of want to see what happens. And I was thinking of different ways to put that paint on here, because that's what we do when we, do the acrylic pouring. We're always thinking of different ways how to put the paint on the canvas. Now, I still have promised you guys a really big canvas where I'm going to try and do something like Emma Lindstrom, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today though. Because then I'll have to completely put plastic on the floor, because those canvases are pretty big. They are something like over 1 meter high and like 80 centimeters wide, so that's really big. And because I think her art really is the best, when it's really big. She even has wallpaper, which is awesome. I really love that. But I'm going to try that. For the people that don't know Emma Lindstrom, she doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she does have an Instagram account. I'll try and put the link under this video. Okay, let's get on with it. So I'm not really sure yet. I was thinking of putting it all in one of these, with one of these little, so I can really layer it. But then I'm thinking, nah, maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I want to put it all together in a cup, because a lot of paint's going to be left in here. Choices, choices, choices. No, do you know what I think I'm going to do? Yeah, this is one of those really big cups. It's 400 milliliters. If I cut off the rim, then I can really squeeze it. If I had scissors. Let's see if I have scissors. Do I have scissors? Not here. But I have a lot of scissors. That's usually what I give away when people do an order in my shop. I usually put scissors in there, because I know that when you're, doing a lot of arts, you want to keep one pair of scissors for paper, you want to keep one for fabric. That's what I do. We'll try to do. Okay, let's now put this all together. I'm going to put that white in there, because that's going to come out last. So everything's going to go in there. There we go. Then this color. I love this color. These are all Vallejo colors. So we're going to pour that right in. Look at that go. Wow. And the only thing that's in here is Vallejo paint and extra thick pouring medium. So if you want to do exactly the same thing I'm doing, that's what's in here. Now, if I see something start to bloom, I might even just wait. See, you can see that happening in the cup. I just might video it for a long time and then speed it up before I post it. That sounds like something cool. Okay. So like I said, absolutely no silicone. And here we go. Oh, this works. Look at that. That works really great. So up and down we go. Now what I'm going for is a just a sort of a background, because someone said, you know, I want stripes, and how do I do that? Look at that, there it goes. It's already starting to do its thing. Now we're going to pour that down, and this one down there. Oh, come on, faster, because I don't want to keep it like that for a long time. Now let's see what it does. And what you're seeing happening is the blooming of the paints is because the densities are coming in play. And they just keep on growing and growing and growing. And this is kind of cool to have that there, but maybe I just might pour it off, I'm not sure. But as you can see, there are lots and lots of cells forming. A lot of cells. And this is going to be working through for a long time. I'm pretty sure of that. And now I have to make sure that my, oops, there it is, that my paint is all over the canvas. And now the green is coming through, as you can see. Oh, there's something there. I don't know what that is. But we'll just let this work for a while. So I won't say anything, and then I'll speed this part up. Okay, guys. Now I'm gonna speed up that last little bit, but I'm really I think this is way too white, and I'm sort of thinking, why doesn't it have a little bit more color? So I still have a little bit of paint, and I am going to pour over it. I know some people will say, oh, don't do that, it's so pretty, but I want to just see what happens if I put something over the bottom here. So just a little bit of white left. Let's see what happens. Maybe put in a little bit of green to bring the green back here. Okay, let's see what happens. Someone asked me yesterday about the web address for Gerda Lipski, and so I went over and I because I wanted to give that to that person. Wait a minute, this is awesome. Look at that. Yeah, this really made it. So I went to the website to get the web address to send to her, and the last painting she made, it is awesome. So I'll put that under the video also, the link to Gerda Lipski. She did something with flowers that really blew my mind, and I was thinking I could do that with, wow, this is beautiful. This is really beautiful. Wow. I should have more paint, then I could do another. Nah, I kind of like it how it is right now. But I'm going to try and do that with a the same technique she's using, but I want to do that with my koi, to make a little tribute piece for my koi that died. So you'll be getting that soon too. This is awesome, people. This is really beautiful. I'm glad I put that on there. This is oh, I can't really do a close-up, I guess, because but it's still moving, so we're not sure if we're going to keep it like this. But I really like how this is almost like, I don't know, burnt glass, something like. It's just beautiful. I love it. It really speaks to my imagination. It could be the colors also, but I really like this. I like what happened. This is what the Vallejo paints is really, really good for, because the pigments are out of this world. They are really, really pigmented, these paints, and as you can see, it blooms as long as you use the white, because white is the most dense color, and then you put some transparency in there in the mix, you will get something that looks like this. And all this white is all these little blooms who are sort of pushing everything aside to get their place on the surface, and this kind of nice. I would say maybe use a little less white. That's, you know, you never know what you're going to get when you're pouring, but I would maybe, or make a little bit more of those blues and turquoises and greens like this one, and put another one over there. That might have, you know, have this as this sort of as a sky, and then this sort of as a landscape thing. But either way, even if you were to hang this horizontal or vertical or whatever you want, this will really look cool. So I'm hoping this is going to stay. You really never know, because there's just so much pouring medium in here. It's about 40% paint, 60% pouring medium, something like that. You can experiment with that, but this is really nice to look at. And even this green parts are getting a little bigger, and the blooms are blooming and doing its thing. And the only thing that I'm seeing is that this is getting a little thinner, of course, because the white is so dense and the color is falling through. But I'm hoping that'll stay like that. And I'm almost, you know, I want to get my straw and blow something across here, but let's not do that, not yet. You know, if it disappears even more than this, maybe then I'll do it, because here I'm seeing it really disappear, and that's a shame though. Just a tiny little bit of help. And I sort of really like the effect that it's giving, so I gotta stop, because otherwise I'd do the whole thing, but we don't want to do that. Let's see, we got a little bit left, I think. Let's see. I would really like that to be a little bit thicker. And just hoping that it'll stay like that. That's giving it a little bit more of a room. There you go. You can have so much fun with this, just with a straw, and manipulate a little bit of it. But for me, this is it. I'm sure it's going to be dripping a long time though, so I'm sort of scraping the bottom of it. There's a little bit that I missed. We'll just let that go. We'll let that dry. Got to get it on a piece of paper though, because it's going to be dripping so much. Okay, sorry about that, guys, but I want to use some of that drip off to do stuff. So let's see. Now there is some paint here on the table. I do want to get those colors, scoop them up. And let's see what happens. Wow, that is pretty. See here, it's also starting to do the bloomy thing. Let's get a little bit on here. Get you really in close. And of course we can always try to torch it, but I'll just do that because I know some of you are saying, just torch it. There we go. And as you can see, nothing happens. Only what happens is the little air bubbles pop, and then sometimes it shows the color that's underneath. But other than that, nothing's going to happen. I'm going to put it together a little bit and make some movement, because I like that when I use something for pendants. I like to see some movement in the paint. That's it. Move it this way. Well, I'm not sure about it, but we'll keep it anyway. And then I have a big cleanup to do, but I have to do some more pouring because I got all that paint that I used yesterday. Let's see here. I love these colors. These remind me so much of the sea. That is kind of pretty too. I hope the person that asked me yesterday about those stripes in the paint, hope she's watching, because I think this might be what she was going for. You can see all the stripes next to each other. Okay guys, that's it. The rest I'll have to just, you know, throw out. That's too runny to do anything else. I'm not really sure. Let's see. I'm not sure if someone's gonna really be waiting for something like this. It is kind of cute, but well, maybe for those heart-shaped things that I was talking about, which I still haven't made, we could do that. That would look good in a heart, right? But then I gotta put some paper over there. Okay, let's do that. I'll do a small one with little hearts. I'll get one of those little frames, and then I'll show you exactly what I was planning on doing. And then anyone that wants to do that, you can just go bigger if you want to. See, this is really easy. You just put on the paint, let it flow off a little bit. That's it. One more. And then we've used up all the paint. So the people that get upset about wasting paint, they don't have to be upset. See, you scrape it all in one card like that, and then put it on there. Scrape it up, put it on. A little bit of color though, otherwise we don't get those little cute little stripes. Do I have some more blue? Yes, I do. Well, one drop of, a little drop. There it is. Oops. Yeah. Take it off anyway, it doesn't fit with the rest of it. Okay, that'll do. That's it. No waste. Well, one card, but that's okay. There you go. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I will clean this mess up and I will be right back with the rest of the pouring I'm going to do with the colors from yesterday. So see you in a bit. Love you all to pieces.